Hello, this is a quick video of how you can use Artila to find the CEO or owner of a company just by doing a Google search. I'm going to show you how it works. I inspect the project. And what I've done is that I did the list here, a list command. And in this list command, I entered 10 company names. Here, obviously, the more the company name is specific with the termination of the company and maybe the location, the more likely you can get the CEO if it appears in Google search. So I put the list of companies here. You can put hundreds, thousands, or you can import from a file using the same structure, one company name per line. So that creates essentially the first loop. And then inside this loop, for each value, I'm going to go to the URL and I load the first part of the URL, which is fixed, which is Google search and then question mark Q equal. And after the equal, I dynamically feed the current value of the list. You see here with open bracket list, close bracket. And then I follow it by plus CEO plus owner so that it searches the company name plus the word CEO plus the word owner. This gives relatively better results. So this is going to load that URL with the company name coming from list plus CEO plus owner. And then we wait 7 seconds for the page to load and the results, and then we extract the results, and that's it. These 4 commands, they do the job. Now, once we reach a given page, let's say we are looking for AppSumo CEO and owner, Noah Kagan. So here I switch to inspection, and first I create a property, I call it company name, and I just save the default value, which is the current list value, which is the current company. So once it runs, it will write here, it will replace list. In here in the result, it will replace it with AppSumo Corporation or AppSumo Inc. And then what I did here with the second property is that I figure out that this selector, which is a span followed by a with the href that contains LinkedIn, and then I get the h3, that's usually the name of the person of the first result that links to LinkedIn. That's what I'm doing right here. Is I want to know what is the first result or the first results that are linking to LinkedIn and have a h3, and I want the name because that's often the name of the CEO that appears right here in the h3. So in this case, you can see that we get Noah Kagan, but we also get the former CEO of AppSumo, which is also a correct result, Ayman Al-Abdullah. And then that's it. So this allows us to have the company name and the most likely name of the current CEO or maybe 1 or 2 or 3 CEOs of that company. And now I'm going to run it. So it's going to go through the list and do every Google search with company name plus CEO plus owner. There you go. Artila. Let's start with Artila. So it should find me. And then it's going to move to AppSumo. That's the second company I put. Yeah, AppSumo CEO owner. We should get Noah and Ayman, I think. Then the third company, that was Microsoft Corporation. So it should get Satya Nadella. And we're going to wait for, I also put Ultimate Fighting Championship. And it's getting Dana Frederick White. Forgot which companies I used also. NASDAQ, yeah, let's try NASDAQ. We also should get Adena Friedman. So for famous companies, I think it's easier to get. Now, when it comes to small companies, and they could have, there could be the same company name in different states or even in different countries. That becomes a bit tricky, and that's where I think you have to combine the company name with something that makes it more unique, the state, the city, or something else, or the domain name or something. So right now, these are more and more generic company names, and we will see what kind of results we get. And here also, of course, we are assuming that there is a CEO in LinkedIn for that company name that Google has already crawled. That's the assumption. I think we're about to reach the first 10 companies. Let's look at the result here. Yeah, 9. So it's doing the last one. Okay, we got our 10 results. Let's go into the results and see how it is. Here, these are the last 10. So Artila, yeah, it got me, but you see, there's some cleanup to do. It's getting a second name right here. AppSumo, we're getting Noah plus Ayman. Microsoft Corporation, we're getting Satya Nadella. Dana White for UFC. NASDAQ is Adina Friedman, plus some stuff. This Gulf Coast is a bit generic, but maybe it finds two companies, one called Skylight and one called also Skylight. So there are a few companies using this name. Cam Air as well. There is Cam Air and there is Cam Air Co. And it got us the two names. So it's doing the job pretty well. It requires human intervention, but it's catching some names and pasting them beside the company name. So now, what could be done to make this like absolutely correct would be to add to instead of getting the name of that appears in LinkedIn, is that we send the first 2 or 3 paragraphs of the Google search results, we send them to ChatGPT via the API, and we ask ChatGPT to tell us who is the most likely current CEO of company bababab, and then we get the answer from ChatGPT and we save it. So ChatGPT could do this cleaning for us when there is more than one name or when there is more information than the name. So we could get that done, but this is just a demo on how you could simply achieve this of finding the CEO of a given company just by automating a simple search on Google. Thank you.